Phil. So we're taking a look inside our next Guild edition of Woodsmith number 218. If you're a subscriber, of course, you get free digital access to the digital edition in Woodsmith Library. If you're not, you can subscribe right now and get access to the whole thing, or you can just take a look at the first 6 pages, the index and some tips, and kind of check out to see what's inside of it.
Speaking of what's inside, we want to take a look at one of the projects for our popular weekend woodworking projects. And this one is a window planter box, and in a short amount of time you can really boost the curb appeal of your house.
Right, so let's take a little bit closer look here. Here's the photo, and you can kind of see what this is outside the window, but the best way to look at it is we'll head up to our photo studio and take a good in-depth closer look at this window box. So Phil's going to head up there and join Brian, and we'll take a look at this.
We're up here at our photo studio taking a look at one of the exterior sets we built to feature one of the projects in the latest Guild edition of Woodsmith. Now, it's a weekend project and an outdoor project. It's a great combination, and it's this window planter box.
Now, the planter box is built with some pretty strong joinery and some details that's going to allow it to stand up to a number of years out in the exposed to the elements. And it's all designed around these heavy-duty drop-in plastic liners that keep all the plants, potting soil, and water contained.
Right. Now you can see there's a lot of great features on this, and we actually painted this planter box white because it complements the look, and it's also sized to match the window that is going under.
But we have a few other options that are available. First of all, we found that there are several other sizes of the planter of the liners. There's a 24-inch and a 30-inch liner that goes with the 36-inch liner that we originally featured. So we thought we'd take it one step further and build a planter box sized for those as well, and explored a couple other finish options. The first is a light-colored stain that really complements the tones of the cedar that we use to build all of the planter boxes. For the other two, we went with a water-based green stain and then a light blue stain that really bring out the cottage-style looks that the planter boxes have.
Now this planter box, of course, we just used an exterior latex, but one of the things that needs to be in common with all of these, no matter what the size or the look, is actually how this is going to mount to the outside of the house. There's going to be a lot of plants, there's going to be a lot of weight with the water and the soil, so you want it secure. And for that, we use these heavy-duty Sawtooth Hangers. Now they actually fit into a notch cut in the back of a cleat. Now to securely mount it actually to the wall on the outside of the house, we're using these lag screws. And all it means is you just hang that planter box in place, and you're ready to start filling it up and get a great look on the exterior of your house. Well, what do you say we head back to the shop and take a look at the construction details and how you're going to create all these notches and get some great spacing for all these slats that are on the outside.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think it turns out pretty cool. The hangers I really like about it because it eliminates a lot of cleats.
Hey Phil, this is a nice little project, this planter box. Easy to do in one weekend. Best piece of advice though, go online and go ahead and order that plastic insert thing first before you start doing any of the woodworking part of it.
Yeah, and what always amazes me about these small projects are all the little details and techniques that you pick up along the way while you're making it. And that a lot in this project starts with these slats that we have to make. There's a lot of them here, and then they have this diamond cutout on there, and while it seems like it could be an involved process, we show a few tips and tricks for how to speed up the process with a table saw on making those cutouts, the dog-eared corner at the bottom, and then even a cool little table saw sled for making those compound miters on the corners.
So a lot of tips and techniques on making this rather simple project, but how do you get all this design work done in a small project like this? So check it out. It's the Guild edition of Woodsmith number 218, and it's in your Woodsmith library right now. You know, one of the things that you mentioned about this whole thing is how to make that faster.
Yeah, well, we had to